What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to a new video on Investing Society. Today we're going to be talking about Square. Square had a big correction today. I would say pretty big just compared to the stock, how it's been consolidating for a bit. So it is 180 currently as of today. I did decide to buy some around I believe it was like 170 where it dropped today. 175, 170. I did decide to buy 2 shares, and I will continue to buy as long as it stays around there. I mean, I'm comfortable buying there, but my next buying opportunity would be 150. If it hits 150, that would be a perfect opportunity to buy into Square, in my opinion, for the long term. And if you guys are long term on this stock currently, then this might be opportunity to buy. And I wanted to go over some things that's happening with Square that you probably already know if you're into the Square stock, but I want to look into more of what's happening with, let me see here. Okay, so Jack Dorsey takes Square deep down to the Bitcoin rabbit hole. So if you guys don't already know, basically Square has changed their corporate name to Block, just to really focus on the blockchain instead of just being another payment processor. So this could be a big move for Square, and if you guys think about it, Square or Block currently will only move up if Bitcoin is bullish. So you got to think about that. If Bitcoin is bullish, then Block will go up. But if Bitcoin starts to drop down and something bad happens with Bitcoin or just Ethereum or any top of the blockchain or cryptos, any things that are bearish, Block will drop. So we have to think about that. So let's go over a bit of more information. Dorsey has spent the last 5 odd years fascinated with cryptocurrencies and blockchains, primarily Bitcoin. He has heavily promoted and supported the development of Bitcoin Lightning Network and supported Bitcoin developers directly through a unit called Square Crypto. So if you guys look at the Cash App, you could buy Bitcoin, you could buy Ethereum, I believe. I haven't really been on Cash App that often, but Square owns Cash App, and you could tell since years back that Square or Block currently that they believed in Bitcoin, and they're bullish on Bitcoin. So let's continue to read. The potential here is huge. Square has a huge user base between its small business checkout systems and consumer app. Its revenues from those two businesses has grown massively in recent years, though that growth has slowed recently. So that small business payment processing type model, it currently probably hit that cap, especially during the pandemic, where all the small businesses were taking online payments and different things like that, and then there was PayPal as well as a competitor. That hit a cap, especially now that people are going out more. But I mean, we have the new COVID variant and all that, but it hit a cap of potential, right? Now I could see Square or Block that they saw a brand new opportunity where they could be even bigger than PayPal if they continue this way, especially with this new name, Block. They could be the Coinbase, a bigger name than Coinbase if they try to take their avenue or a bigger avenue than PayPal or Coinbase. So it could be very big for Square. So let's look at Square versus PayPal, because PayPal, of course, it's its biggest competitor, and if PayPal beats Square in any way or just starts to take share avenue of Square, then it could be bearish for Square. So let's look at what's happening. So Square and PayPal are two of the most popular payment processing platforms for small business owners. While they both allow process payments and charge similar fees, they have key distinguish, and they will make a difference depending on your business. Square is better suited for in-person and mobile transactions, while PayPal is best suited for e-commerce and online payments. Here's the thing though, guys. Square definitely is focused on Square, building their websites. They're trying to compete with Shopify. They're trying to compete with PayPal. Now they're trying to compete with Coinbase. So they're trying to really kill off the bigger competition, which is going to be very hard to do. But if anybody can do it, it will probably be Square. Just how they've been going about these things, especially if you look at the reviews, 4.8 and then 3.2. Overall, Square is best suited for in-person transactions, while PayPal is best suited for e-commerce business. Many people know Square as a small card reader extension for mobile device. On the other hand, it's hard to make online purchase without across PayPal, which is true, guys. You know, if you look at eBay, I don't know if Amazon accepts PayPal. I'm not entirely sure. I never checked out with PayPal, but PayPal does, you know, get that friendly more environment where people feel more safer, I guess, with PayPal, since they've been using it for years. But Square is coming into the mix, and they're trying to take out all their shares. So Square fees for swipe chip transactions 2.6 plus 10 cents per transaction, while PayPal is 2.70 plus 30 cents transactions. So Square is a better use for small businesses, of course. So regardless, PayPal is leading company for e-commerce, which is great. The company offers ways for customers to pay, including cryptocurrencies, which they're growing as well in the cryptocurrency space. So we have to look out for that as well. But overall, all this information, we already went over this pretty much of what PayPal and Square does. But let's look at the bottom line. Square is a better option for small businesses that focus on in-person transactions if you plan to receive payments primarily online. PayPal will more likely suit your needs. Square offers business management tools as part of their POS systems, while PayPal is simpler. Additional, PayPal issues more fees than Square, such as 20 chargeback fee and higher fees for international credit cards. However, there are advantages for using Square for an e-commerce store or online business. PayPal is able to accept a wider range of payment options, including PayPal, and the additional options may help boost sales. So currently, Square is trying to compete with PayPal, of course, but it seems that Square is really trying to dominate different markets, and it's gonna be kind of difficult for them. And maybe by next year, it's gonna be very difficult trying to compete with Coinbase, trying to compete with PayPal. But I'm not saying it's impossible. You know, it has a lot of room to grow of the way they're strategizing their business, and if they're getting into more business avenues, then I could see Square growing much larger rate. Especially Square does the same thing as Shopify, as PayPal, as Coinbase now currently, and you know, it's very exciting to see what's gonna happen with the stock. So let's switch over to the stock market. So we had a top for Square at 289. So right now, currently the price 181. So it's maybe a good dip to buy for the long term, guys. But my big position will come in if Square doesn't change its location of where the business is going, I guess, and it dips down to around 150. If it dips down to the 150s areas, I will definitely heavily put more money into it. But as of right now, I could see it consolidating. I could see it going up. Right now, it's probably a good dip for long-term investors. So that is what I'm currently doing. I might sell some put options just for some passive income currently, since it is down quite a bit. Especially if you look at PayPal. If you look at PayPal, you know, PayPal has dropped. Let's see how currently from top highs has dropped around 40%. Now let's look at Square, how badly it has dropped from the top. So around, I'll say around the same, a little bit lower than PayPal. So, but PayPal did get a bad earnings, I suppose, and that's why it dropped. We will see with Square. I'm not sure exactly when is Square earnings. Let's look. I'm not exactly sure when the earnings is. Let's look it up. Alright, so Square earnings will be released on February 24. So I'm excited to see what earnings they have. Are they good? Are they bad? Are they neutral? And if they're as bad, maybe as PayPal and their growth, have they capped out, or will they continue to grow? I'm excited to see what happens with Square. But currently I am buying the dip, and 150 will be my next target to buy into Square. Anyways, guys, let me know what you guys think of the Square business. Do you guys like it? Do you guys hate Square? Do you guys like PayPal more? Do you like Square more? Let me know what you guys think of future potential in the long term for these companies, and I'll see you guys in the next video.